Hello and welcome back to the Gambling Racket, the sports gambling podcast aimed at giving you the angles and insights into successfully betting on professional tennis. My name is Ben, and once again, I'm joined by my co-hosts Vic and Chris to talk
What's
about the
up?
second half of the Sunshine Double. We just saw the finale of Indian Wells, where Jack Draper took down Holger Rune in a two-set kind of beatdown, fellas. I want to get your reactions to that real quick. We've got one news topic that we got to cover today, and then we're going to get right into the second half of our Sunshine Double, Miami. So, yeah,
Yeah,
Chris, I know you got a big old heart on for Jack Draper, so I'm going to go to you first. Vic, sorry.
In the
go
last
for
30 days, I've made over 10 Facebook posts looking to buy Jack Draper cards. I successfully purchased three of them.
Wow,
I
okay.
love Jack
That's pretty
Draper.
good. 30%
I love
on.
Jack Draper. He's really good. I'm glad he finally got the big win. I hope he has an incredible year.
Okay, that's a very nice sentiment. What are you gonna do with those cards that you got?
Probably never sell them, even though they're worth more money than when I bought them, because I hate profit and I love hoarding.
Okay, well,
It's
sounds
America.
like a character flaw, but I'm glad you're happy. Vic, I'm gonna go over to you. Holger and Draper, what do you think?
Man, Holger, great run to the final from him. Made some money on Holger, but Indian Wells for me was cursed overall. So I'm happy to see this fucking tourney in the rear view mirror. But no, Draper looked great. And the big knock on him always is conditioning, right? And Indian Wells, it wasn't like super hot. He fucking smoked him in two sets quick, like you said, it was a beatdown. So I don't know. That's two guys who neither one of them wants to go to like deep water. So, Draper got it done. He definitely looked way better. But you can't hate it from Holger. Um,
Yeah.
Alcaraz kind of had a shitty tournament.
Yeah, he was picked by a lot of folks to win that one. A lot of folks thought he had an easy road. We didn't get to
Repeat.
see the Alcaraz three-peat, like you said. We didn't get to see the Alcaraz Djokovic rematch. Well, rematch, but the quarterfinal showdown. Um, yeah, it was kind of a slow end to the tournament, if you ask me, just with how quickly Draper, ironically, went through Runa. Yeah, Chris, what's up?
Did you miss Yannick Sinner?
No.
No, me either. Although I did see a absolute garbage take. I don't know why this was recommended to me on Twitter, but it was essentially that uh, nobody missed Yannick Sinner in this tournament because he would have easily breezed through everybody, no contest, and that it's better that he's just getting time to rest at home instead. It just he doesn't that he's not even exciting to watch anyways. So I just thought that was
His
if you're
lead
not
has
excited
grown.
about
His lead as number one overall has grown over Zverev over Big Z because he did worse this year at Indian Wells. So fucking Sinner's lead as number one is actually greater than it was when he started his suspension. So he's sitting pretty. He's definitely gonna be number one when we come back. So
I don't think Sinner would have breezed through this competition like everyone thinks he would have. Or at least that like guy thinks he would have. I also don't think he's boring to watch. Do you guys think Sinner's boring to watch?
no.
Yeah, he's a really exciting player. He can get so many fucking crazy shots. He can get to so many balls. Just like that guy must not watch tennis. But anyways,
I think he was implying it would have been boring because he would have breezed through them 6-3, 6-3 the whole way through.
Yeah.
no, it was definitely two different points he was making that he would have breezed
Okay.
through them, but also he's boring to
I didn't see
watch.
it.
Yeah, no, lots. I'm telling you about it right now. So I hope I can paint a clearer picture for you next time.
I'll defer to you.
Anyways, yeah, kind of just not a lot, not the pop from Alcaraz everyone thought they were going to see. But hey, maybe he's more of a sunset guy now that we're on the
The
tail end of
Americans
the
didn't do well
sunset
either,
double.
though. The Americans, Tommy Paul got knocked out early by Medvedev. Fritz got knocked out early. Who was the last American standing? This was a tournament where the Americans were, I think Fritz was the favorite for his quarter heading.
Nakashima or Shelton? Shelton, I think.
Shelton was the last American standing. Yeah. Shelton was the last American
They played
standing.
each other. That's right. Shelton beat Nakashima, and then he lost to Medvedev, right? No, that was Tommy Paul lost to Medvedev. I can't remember who
Tommy
he
Paul
lost to.
lost Medvedev. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Coco Golf lost early. On the women's side, I think you just gotta mention Andreeva real quick. Fucking went through a murderer's row. Went through Rybakina. Made Iga hit the ball at the ball boy. I don't know if you guys saw that, but she like spiked the ball at a ball kid. A little psycho
Yeah.
moment.
I saw
And
a few
then
people that were at the tournament. Chris, you should ask your buddy this. Said that from a different angle, she's like clearly hitting it at her
at the coach.
box, who you can see in
Yeah.
the background of the shot, and that it didn't come close to the ball boy, but the angle everyone saw looks horrible. And she has attitude problems anyways, which does not really endear people to her. So
Did you guys
Yeah,
see
and
Ben
it's not like
Shelton's new girlfriend?
what?
yeah, Rodman, the U.S. Women's National Team
Oh yeah,
player.
No wonder he's been playing like ass. He's been eating it all night, staying up late.
He hasn't been playing like ass. He's been playing pretty good.
quarterfinal.
Oh yeah, did he just win Indian Wells? Then it's ass.
Wow. So not winning Indian Wells, you're bad.
Thank
So
you.
only Jack Draper is good right now. Okay, that's an interesting take when we actually get to the futures.
Who else is
Um,
good right now?
what do you mean? Who else is good right now?
Who else is good right now?
Holger Rune is playing great right now. He was in the final. Ben
Wrong.
Shelton's playing
He's a
great right
loser.
now. Tommy Paul's having a great year too. FAA is having a great year. You want
Yeah,
we don't
to
talk
look?
about
Even
it.
Vic isn't even saying no, and he hates that guy.
it's
What about
true.
Bublik? How's he doing?
He's not having a good year, but he actually had a good run in Phoenix. He had a good run in Phoenix. He had a little moment with Mutet.
In the
Mutet had
Challenger?
Yeah,
what?
yeah, it was a
In the
challenger.
Phoenix
Yeah,
Challenger.
the challenger. Yeah. So Mutet told him he wasn't ready, and Bublik said, "I don't give a shit," and then he served it at him. And then they got in a little argument at the net. No, but Bublik made the final, and he lost to Fonseca in the final.
You
So
know
good.
you hate women's tennis players when they're unsportsmanlike, and then you glaze Bublik every time he does something.
What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna save you on this one.
When like when
Answer
a
the man.
when a female tennis player like does a short handshake,
Ostapenko.
you're
He
like,
loves Penko, actually.
No, that's fucked up. No, that's
"Ugh,
different. These
ugh."
bitches are disrespecting these girls. Like Miriam Andreeva's
You don't
17.
think
She's
it's
not
disrespectful to
invading
yell "I
Russia.
don't give a shit" in the middle of a tennis match and then serve it anyway? You think that's classy?
Yeah, dude, I think that's awesome.
All right, but if Iga did it, it would be a bad attitude.
No, I would not have a problem with Ika did it. The handshake thing's a totally different thing. You're
Oh,
fucking crazy to
you
compare the
are.
two. It's not the same.
Wow. I didn't expect
It's
to get
not.
into that. But
It's not the same.
I'm
But
going to keep us moving here. Before we get to our actual big discussion topic today, if you're here joining us for season 2, episode 8, make sure you head down to the comments. Let us know what you thought of Indian Wells. Let us know what you think about sportsmanship in tennis, I guess. And hit the like button while you're there, and ding the bell to get notifications for when new podcast episodes come out. Okay,
Ding
fellas,
the bell.
the big topic of discussion today, like in the past 24 hours, has been that the Tennis Players Association, co-founded by Novak Djokovic, has filed a lawsuit in New York City and two other places. I think one was London, and I think the third was Germany, against really the ITIA, but claiming that ATP, WTA, ITF, basically everyone is a bunch of scumbags. They specifically refer to them multiple times in the lawsuit as a cartel. They claim that the sport is being monopolized by these organizations. They claim that they are holding back talent from participating in exhibitions, from having certain sponsorships. Overall, that they're just really bad guys and that they favor certain players over others, and specifically cite certain players to argue their case, which
they
doesn't
cite
feel right.
Sinner. Don't say certain players say it. They fucking cite Sinner.
Yeah, oh, they attack Sinner. They
Yeah.
also threw shade at Holger Rune for no reason. It was
Oh yeah, the
way out
six.
of left field.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they just pretty much called him not as good as people think he is, which, doesn't really sound like it's the right tone that a players association should be having if they
It's
claim to
also
represent.
100% true. It's also like no one would deny that. Holger would even admit that. He said he had to fire his nutritionist because he's not number 3 in the world anymore. So,
Well, regardless, I don't think, regardless of what Holger thinks of his own play, I don't think that he would be happy about, I don't think anyone would be happy about being used as a pawn to argue a legal case in which you have no stake.
dude, you're getting into the minutia of it, and yeah, they did Holger dirty,
That's
but
not
I
the
think
minutia. That's like the overarching point is that this is an
the whole
organization that
point.
claims to represent the top 500 ATP ranked players, and they're throwing shade at half of them, and they're using their platform to attack half of them.
You're crazy. It's not half.
Low glow.
It's two people
Okay.
they attacked. It's two people they attacked, and they attacked specific instances when the ATP and the regulating bodies broke the fucking rules for these two people and gave them special treatment. That's what a union's supposed to do. This is a
Allegedly.
No. A union is supposed to represent all of its members. First of all, this is also not
Yeah,
even a real
bro.
union.
You have to fairly enforce the anti-doping shit. They fucking talk about Sinner at
You
length.
think the police union cares to represent bad cops? They represent all the cops.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Vic. No
Dude, no,
union
no.
does
That's
this.
not the point. There's talk. It's about the whole lawsuit's about transparency and making it fair for all the lower ranked players. So
They're mad. They're mad that they didn't punish one of their members more. Are you kidding?
Dude, you guys sound no for collective.
Yes, they are. They specifically say that. They should have punished Sinner more.
Yeah, Chris, you think they should have punished Sinner more, don't you?
But is Sinner a member of that union?
Yeah, he's a member of the union.
So he's a member
he's
of the
not.
union, and the union is attacking its member. Do you not see
There's
that?
no like membership, guys. Vic, you even sent a video to the group chat about this. There is no membership. It is an organization founded by Pospisil, and I think Pospisil is a co-founder, and Djokovic that claims they represent all of the players, but no, there's no player membership. They're just like they created this organization and they want to eventually be a union with membership that can collectively bargain. They don't do any of that right now. They just are operating autonomously and saying these are our people. We're representing
the goal
them.
is to get to collective bar. The goal is to get to unionization, right? They're just trying to.
Yeah, but they're not there yet. So obviously, if they were, they couldn't be using the number one player in the world who would be a member of the union.
So yeah, I mean,
as an example of you should be fucking over the players more.
I don't understand what your argument is, that the ATP didn't break the fucking rules with Sinner and there shouldn't be different rules around it. Like you're saying that
everything would represent its players, not
what are you
the interests of the ATP.
Talk about the lawsuit, though. I don't give a fuck about that.
This is in the lawsuit multiple times. Did you read it?
I did not read the 100 pages. Did you read the 100 pages?
You cannot be this opinionated. No, yeah, you have to read 100 pages.
No,
that's
dude,
fine.
I'm opinionated because you're talking like I think it's a good thing that the ATP and the WTA and the ITIA is getting sued. I think that overall is a plus, no, regardless of whatever you have to say about the people suing them. The people suing them are not perfect, right? But I don't think Djokovic is a bad guy, and I think they're trying to bring around a players' union like they have in every other sport. Kyrgios said this in an interview, like that's the goal of all this is to like bring about. This is like a trying to make a step towards collective bargaining, a step towards a formal union, right? They're trying to make a union, so they're not a union right now. But so that's why they're pointing out that this guy got unfair treatment and like, hey, everyone else, we should make a union together to make it so that we all get fair treatment together. We don't get different treatment based on your ranking, right? So that's the whole goal. So like,
no, because if that was the goal, they would have pointed out the people who were over harshly punished as the example.
They use that as counterexamples, Chris. They cite the counterexamples to Sinner. Like that's the whole point. They say, look what happened in this case. Look what happened in this case. It's not fair. There needs to be fairness, right?
But Ben's point is, from Yannick Sinner's perspective, the union is literally saying he should have been punished.
What? Okay, Vic, that one statement alone shows that you have no concept of what a players' union is all about.
Dude, they're not
a fuck about the number one player in the sport?
Union. They're not a players' union. You said it yourself.
Oh, really? Now you're saying that after I told you it wasn't? Because you started this conversation saying they are a players' union.
They are on the road to.
I'm not editing this out either.
They're on the road to unionization. I don't want you to. You sound stupid. They're on the road to unionization.
You just changed your story. You just changed your whole argument mid fucking sentence.
It's semantics. If they're a union or on the way
No,
to
it's not.
you're
Oh my
crazy.
goodness.
You're crazy.
So
So
you
wait,
think
this is
that
stupid.
players
Like,
unions in any sport should not represent their players. They should represent the best interests of the union, the people who
no,
benefit from
no.
the union, because
Uh,
they're not
players
representing the
union,
number one player in the sport. They're not representing his best interests. So
they're
whose
he's
interests are they representing? Nick Kyrgios, Riley Opelka, Ons Jabeur, whoever the fuck else
They had
is
10
like on the
signatures.
board of this.
Kirsty, they had 10 players sign on to the lawsuits, right? And the thing that they're suing about is the unfair treatment that exists in tennis and how there's no rules and that the lower ranked players are getting fucked because like lower ranked players are getting suspended for like 3 years, like Brooksby was over fucking ADHD meds when Sinner's getting 3 months and he's not missing any majors, you know? The rules aren't equally enforced. That's what the whole lawsuit is about, right? The whole lawsuit is saying, like, you guys are claiming to be enforcing these rules, but no one is enforcing these rules. These rules are bullshit. And, like, it's
So
not
what
fair
issue
to
do
other
you take
players.
then with what Chris said that the union should be arguing for better rules, not by attacking the players who got off easier, but
There's
instead
no
of
fucking
citing
way there's no way to say, hey, you guys need to fix something without showcasing a problem, right? You have to
you
showcase
You
a
can
can
problem.
do
absolutely
that.
say, in our opinion, these players were too harshly punished. They weren't fairly represented, and we
I
want
don't
to fight
care.
for their
You
rights
just did it
without
with
ever.
Brooksby. You
I
just
Yeah.
did it yourself.
I
You
just
gave
did
them
it
some
right
ammo.
now.
But you have to have the counter example of how Brooksby got treated versus how
No,
Sinner got
no.
You
treated.
don't have to have that,
Who
especially if
cares?
you're
I mean,
I
at the
fighting
end
hate
of
to
the
go
to
day,
into a salary
represent all the
negotiation with
players.
you.
at the end of the day, who gives a fuck if they make Sinner feel bad? Like the lawsuit is right on its merits, right?
This is
Like,
Sinner
like
should
this is like running to be the head of the Republican Party and then saying you hate the Republican president.
I don't know what that has to do with anything. What are you guys talking about? Like every other player benefits from this lawsuit except for Sinner and Runa.
So how is that
wait,
a
wait.
players
Runa
union?
just got shade thrown at him. He wasn't being cited as
Yeah,
like
Hey,
a
whenever we
scumbag or
feel
like,
like it, we're
yeah,
going
a
to
who
rule
throw one
cares
of
if
breaker.
it's
our
a
members
players
under the
union?
bus as
Who
long as it
cares?
serves our purpose.
I don't care if it's a players union. I'm ceding that point. Like I don't want to argue about that anymore. It's a stupid thing to argue
But
about.
their goal is to
Okay.
be a players union.
Chris, I don't care. It's a stupid thing to argue about.
Okay,
The
so you
whole
just think that this organization that's not a players union, that it like they're not somehow seeking to enrich themselves by making an argument against the ATP, WTA, ITIA.
they're on their way. They're trying to get on the way to being a players union. That's the goal. They are
Why would they
not a players
sink
union.
the ship of the number one player in the sport by in
I
order
just
to
gave all the
meet that
reasons. I just
goal?
gave all the reasons. If you don't know, if you don't like the reasons, well, those are the reasons.
Well,
I can't
I
tell
mean, you're
you
just
that
showcasing that you really don't understand how players unions
I'm
work.
not. They're not a. Again, they're not a players union. Like
But the
you're getting lost in semantics of all this. Like, is the net benefit the net goal is to make it so that way it's fair for all the players, so they get equal punishment and equal rights when they get caught for doping and shit like that. That's the whole goal. I don't give a fuck if like that. Like they are trying to do that, right? They're trying to make tennis better. So like I think it's a good thing. I don't care if they're a shitty players union. That doesn't matter to me. Like I don't see why that
okay,
matters. Who cares?
the fact that you just first you want to throw out, hey, who's actually signed on to this? The way
10
they
people.
phrase it, they list 12 people, and then they afterwards they say, and everyone else that's affected by this representation. They use some weird wording to kind of group in every other tennis player as well, even though they have not specifically signed on to this, and even though Djokovic decided to suspiciously keep his name off of it
I don't care about
specifically.
this. I don't. I know it looks shady. It looks shady. Djokovic not putting his name
Okay,
on it. Djokovic didn't put his name
and then
on
they
it.
make arguments to the detriment of the players that they claim to represent in order to make a more fair sport.
They
Really,
who
really,
cares? Like, do you think it's what happened with Sinner was fair? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then this is trying to fix that problem.
no, they wouldn't. Okay, this is not how a they're
Wait.
claiming to be representing the players. You don't care about that? You think they can go in there and say we represent fucking ISIS and we want tennis to be uh tennis to be better, and also, not only do we represent ISIS but like all the tennis players. Like that wouldn't
I
be an
think
issue to
that
you?
I think that Al Baghdadi had some good opinions
Don't
on
don't make a joke. You can't walk. This is you're way out in left field here. Like there's
No,
no
you're
there's
crazy.
no
You
there's
sound
no
crazy to me.
there's no like coherence to your argument here. Yes, okay, so you're saying that there's 12 people that want to make tennis more fair for everybody. And at the same time, it doesn't matter that they claim to represent everybody else. It doesn't matter that they want to
That's
be
what
a
people do.
players
They
union.
lie and they say like, "Oh, we represent all these, blah blah blah."
They
Who,
lie.
dude,
You're
you're
saying
like
that they're
getting
liars
lost.
now?
Yeah, they're probably liars. They're probably not good people involved in this
Okay.
because they're trying to make some
I
money.
don't necessarily disagree with
Also,
you, but how does
doing
this surface your argument?
the people on the other side are way worse. The
What?
people running
How?
the ATP and the WTA and the ITA, I just told you the fucking Sinner situation was so unfair. Like that's so crooked. Like that's not fair,
Nobody
dude.
disagrees that that situation wasn't handled like well.
Then how are you upset about a lawsuit that's trying to make it so situations like that don't happen again?
Because I am in favor of a players union. I want there to be representation for all the players. I don't think it's right that the most powerful man in tennis right now, the number one, well, the greatest of all time, essentially, is using his personally founded organization, for-profit organization, to claim that he's representing everybody in tennis while attacking other players. That
Do
doesn't
you think
create a strong
what
union. That doesn't
percentage?
create a
Wait.
fucking
All
strong
right.
organization through
Answer.
which players can actually make change in the ATP
What
and WTA.
what percentage of guys in the locker room do you think are like happy about this lawsuit versus what percentage of them are like, oh, fuck off with this? What would you say? What take
Given
it?
given that only 12 people put their names on this and not even the guy running the fucking organization, that they don't have big names in the sport like Andre Agassi or Roger Federer or Rafael Nadal signing on to this at all. In fact, they
They're all
signed with the
retired.
ATP on this. The fact that you even sent me a link of Andy Roddick giving shit to Pospisil about what membership in this looks like and how it's really shady how this whole organization is set up. I would say a extreme minority of people are behind what this lawsuit is all about.
I think you're crazy. I think Djokovic is actually pretty popular in the locker room, and
I'm not that. Yeah, of course.
I think that this whole thing is like
I didn't
most
say
of the
anything
players.
about
Wait,
that.
wait, let me finish, dude. Like most of the players probably are looking at this like, something needs to be done. Like what happened was wrong. Something needs to be done. Maybe this is not the perfect avenue to do this, but I'm glad something is happening. I think that's how most people feel about it, and that's how I feel about it. Like maybe these people at the PTPA are not perfect, but something needs to be done, right? And they're trying to fucking do something. So I
Then why didn't
applaud.
more people put their names on this lawsuit?
I think more people want to put their names on it because more people didn't want to fuck with ATP and the ITIA.
Really? Everyone
Yeah,
has had no problem speaking out about the Sinner incident specifically, but only 12 guys
this
put
is
their names
much
on the
different to put
lawsuit.
your name on a lawsuit. Look, I mean, look at the people who put their names on a lawsuit. People who are on the back nine, or people who are like Apelka, kind of people who are more outspoken about this kind of stuff. I think most people are like, silently applauding it. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anybody out there like cursing at Opelka in the locker room over this. Like, oh, you're such a fucking scumbag for suing the ATPA, Riley. I don't think that's going on in the locker room at Miami. I think so I think some guys are probably like, yeah, bro, that's cool. And some guys are like, I don't, whatever about it. But I don't think there's like all this outrage that you and like fucking
Okay.
Andy Roddick, a globalist pig, part of this tennis establishment. I want you to clip this. Andy Roddick is a globalist. Andy Roddick wants you to eat bugs. That's what Andy Roddick wants. He
All right,
wants
let me
you
give you
back of the train eating bugs, and he's going to be in the front of the train drinking champagne. But guess what, Bald Andy? You're going to be in the back with us. But there ain't going to be no train. We're not going to eat the bugs.
all right,
We're not going to eat the
let me
bugs.
give you a hypothetical and tell me if you agree. Your current employer goes to the director of your department, whatever that may look like, and they want more pay for everybody. You especially feel like you deserve that because you're a top performer in the department, but the your manager or your director, your manager goes and says, everyone in this department is doing really great. Vic is making way much more money than everybody, and he's doing less work though. Like everyone should get a pay raise, but Vic is making way too much, and it needs to be more fair for everybody. I represent all of us, and you had no idea he was going to do this. You on your manager's team?
I'd be like, all right, whatever, dude. Like, I'm glad other people are getting more money.
What? What?
Dude,
Dude,
it's not money out my
you
pocket.
are the ideal fucking wage slave then, because you wouldn't even speak up against your manager throwing you under the bus
Hey,
as a
that makes
director.
sense. Hey, thank you.
I cannot believe that
What
is
am
your
I supposed to do?
response.
Like, hey, bro, that's not fair. Oh, what recourse do I have? Like,
Yes, you say, hey, actually, director so and so, manager so and so does not speak for me. I don't know why he says that he represents me in this conversation, because I do a lot of work and I don't think I was treated that unfairly. Oh my goodness, what a fucking hey,
I can't believe you guys are
you're
still
committed
talking
to
about this.
your point, which I have to respect to some extent, but oh my God, I cannot believe you would just take that line down.
All right, let's roll through Miami. Let's go.
Oh, Chris, I didn't even notice you came back. Thank you for hurrying along this conversation. I know you must have a lot of things to do.
I cannot believe we're still on the same topic.
Well, we kind of dragged it out waiting for your ass to get back here. So don't tell us what pace we're gonna go at.
Well, abracadabra.
Scumbag.
I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh.
all
I,
right.
What does
I
that
started
mean?
tweeting
Guys,
tennis
hold up
picks
then.
today. I started tweeting tennis picks today. Both of them lost immediately, down 20 units.
Two
Oh,
10
why are you
you
betting 10
you
units? Why
bet
you
you bet max plays on two qualifying matches?
It was sick.
So you're down that
No
you're
one
down
should follow any
you're down
betting plan.
20% of your bankroll in the one day of qualifiers before the tournament even starts?
No, in about 2 hours. Only took me
dude,
2 hours.
you need to bankroll management better.
Yeah, I don't what's your unit size?
It was $5, but then I
Oh, wow.
You
down
gotta do the Kelly
$5
criteria to
is
size your bets. As your bankroll goes down, you have to
it's
do the Kelly
wait,
criteria to size your bets.
damn. Oh,
suck it.
wow. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah.
Now
Follow
it's
the
four
Fade God
dollars.
on Twitter. Okay. Well, yeah, let's get to Miami here. The qualies have wrapped up for the day. We have all the futures out. Vic, take us through what you're seeing for Miami.
All right. So futures, we got Alcaraz plus 220, Joker plus 900, Draper plus 1,000, Big Z 1,100, Medvedev 1,400, Fritz 18, Runa 18, Demon 2,000, Rude 22, TT Paz 22, and then Rublev 28 and Shelton 3,000. So yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like, Ben? Who do you got here?
I think we're gonna see some increased speed here. Even though they're now playing on the same surface, Miami's just always been faster than Indian Wells, and I think a lot of people were surprised by how slow Indian Wells still played. Um, I like guys. I can't say Zverev, even though I do think he's going to have a better showing than than what we saw from him at Indian Wells.
I mean, the
I
bar's
like
pretty
guys
low.
like FAA here. I like
Really?
guys like Alex Michelson here. Not to
Okay.
win,
Not to win.
to
Big
make a
serves. We're
run.
talking big serves then. So
Yeah, strong baseline players. Good returners too. But yeah, guys that play well at high, on faster courts. So obviously, I think that favors Vera, which is why I brought him up. But I don't have any faith in Alcaraz here. I don't, not because he's not good on the surface or anything, but I don't know. I just didn't see that kind of inspiration from him in Indian Wells that gives me any confidence that he should be the outright favorite here at Miami. I'm not betting on Nole. I think especially he's got way too many distractions going on. I don't know why he's such a heavy favorite over the rest of the field as well.
Listen, Ben
Yeah.
Shelton's going to be in Miami with that beautiful woman partying, clubbing. That kid's getting tossed, bounced first round. Bet against Benny.
Damn.
I ain't mad
Okay.
at him. I ain't mad at him.
Um, even though it seems like they may have been dating for longer than before they made it Instagram official.
That girl's hot. They're going out.
Uh,
yep.
Okay. You don't think he was going out other places before we all knew about his relationship? Like, you don't think he's able to manage his time as a professional?
Now they don't got to hide it. Now they can go out clubbing.
Oh,
If
I
they
see what
were
you're
already
saying.
out
Okay.
clubbing, the secret would have already been out.
Okay. Um, yeah, maybe.
They're
So who
also in
you have?
Miami. Ebo Nemo Ami Ami.
Let's get to the picks. Let's get to the picks. Let's keep it
Yeah,
on
Chris,
track.
do you have an outright winner pick?
Do you
What
have
Definitely.
is
one?
what is the forecast? Let's talk about the weather real quick. How hot are we talking in Miami?
It's gonna be fucking hot. It's always hot. People were passing out last year.
80s, 90s, hundreds? Has anybody looked at the forecast?
Is that really gonna hey, actually it's 80s, but in maybe one day it's 100. Is that gonna change your pick for outright winner?
No,
Okay.
that's a fair point.
So who's your pick?
I like my boy Tommy Paul.
The high
Wow.
in the next 10 days is fucking 83.
He was doing great and he fizzled. He loves Miami, plays well there. I like his speed. Let's
Tommy
go.
Paul plus 4,000. Chris, what is Tommy Paul's best result at fucking Miami?
He made the quarterfinals 2 years ago.
For real?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I don't know. I don't like any of these outright odds.
Dude, let me give mine because I like one.
Okay.
Fucking my boy, California's own
Osama
Taylor
Fontana.
Fritz plus 1,800. Morgan Riddle's boyfriend. Let me get the
Tommy
total.
Paul is better than Taylor Fritz. You heard it here.
I mean, maybe on clay, but plus 1,800 for Taylor Fritz. Like you said, Ben, fucking fast surface. Give me a guy with big serve. Give me a guy who's maybe, coming off a disappointing performance, who's looking to, get some points and make up some points that he lost
Yeah, give
last.
Vic the guy that has no momentum.
So, yeah, give me Taylor Fritz plus 1,800.
Chris, how do you feel about Berrettini?
You fucking liar, Chris. Tommy Paul's the farthest he made it in Miami is the fourth round. You fucking liar. You just made that up
I can't believe it wasn't obvious. Why would I be able to rattle that off immediately
because
without
you
even
said
thinking?
it. You said it.
I know, but nobody knows that much. But anyways, the Schwab.
Uh, Sneaky pick here, something to think about. Jiri Lehechka has a pretty decent road to make a deep run in this tournament.
Ooh, what a pick.
Um,
What a fucking pick. I like that. What's he got to go through? Read it to me.
Hang on one sec. I just closed that tab. I got a lot of shit here. I got too
Okay,
many
I got
tabs
it. I
open
got it.
going through
So
that.
Monfils or Morosian. So probably Monfils. Then Medvedev. Medvedev in the third round. TT Pass in the fourth round. And fucking Djokovic in the quarterfinal. That seems pretty hard.
Yeah, that seems pretty hard.
I think Medvedev in the third round sucks.
Uh, I don't think Medvedev has a strong track record of success here in Miami. I don't expect that to happen this year,
Okay.
especially after he puts a lot into Indian Wells. It just seems to play better for him. Um,
Which doesn't
yeah,
really make sense, Medvedev being the hard court specialist, and he always complains about how slow India.
he's an oddball. I do think he's going to play Medvedev, and I think he beats him. But that's me. I think it's a decent pick for a sleeper run here. Just not really excited about any of the other guys in his quarter here. God, this is the worst view. 64 on ATPtour.com of the draw. This is just the worst website ever.
Yeah, I look
Chris,
at
this is
the
what you should be trying to get your hooks into is whoever runs this bullshit ATPtour.com thing.
Why don't we
Try and
just
take
start a
that over.
more gooder website for the PTTP or whatever the hell Djokovic's shit is?
ATPA, Professional Tennis Players Association.
I didn't say anything about their website. I don't even
More.
remember what
I'm
it
just
looks like.
saying we could start a more gooder one. More gooder.
Oh, sounds like you got a comprehensive plan there. So yeah, just put our names on whatever you end up presenting to Nole, and if he accepts, we'll just take credit.
Yeah, yeah, I accept. I accept.
Okay, awesome. Uh,
Let's
do
do
you
the
have?
quarter winners. We talked about the quarters. Let's go to the first quarter.
Okay,
First quarter, we got Jack Draper plus 300, Big Z plus 300, Runa plus 7, Machop, the Pokemon plus 9, Arthur Feast, the Dirty Frenchman plus 1200, Jakub Mensik plus 1400, Greek Spore plus 16, Pericard 16, Tiafu 16, Alejandro Davidovich Fokina 1800, and then I'm not going to go farther than that. So Ben, who do you like in Q1? I'm going to throw it to you first again. Chris, I want to throw Q2 to you first. I want you to be ready. I want you to be ready to fucking rock on Q2, Chris.
I got
I
five
want
minutes. Let's roll.
All right.
yeah. I'm going with Zverev here in the first quarter. Again, I think this is a bounce back spot for
You really
him.
think Sasha's going to bounce back that high, huh?
I don't. I mean, who are the names that I'm looking at? Pericard, Feast, Tiafo, Runa, Mahach, Popper, and Draper. No, not interested. I don't think Draper
Read the
repeats.
plus 1600s again.
The plus 1600s are Greek Sport, Pericard, Tiafu, Fokina.
I think there's some value there on Greek Sport plus 1600, but I can't disagree with you, Ben. I was just confirming your thoughts.
Oh, okay.
I like Greek Sport too, Chris. I think that's a good call. I think he could make
Playing
the
really well.
what's that?
Playing really well.
Yeah. And he's got to go through Echeverry, Clay Guy, Clay Rat, Fees, and then probably Tiafo or Davidovich Vakina, and then he'd have Big Z in the fourth round. So, not super hard to get to the fourth round. Um, yeah, this one do I have a Q1 pick? Give me fucking Big Z. I'm gonna ride with you, Ben. Plus 300, Big Z, long-haired German to do it. Chris, you got anybody?
No.
Okay. Going to Q2. Demon plus 400. Fritz plus 500. Rublev plus 600. Berrettini plus 650. Shelton 650. Fonseca 800. Umber 900. Hercash 9. Chapo 14. Borges 28. I like Fritz here, obviously, at plus 500.
Really? Obviously, this is a banger quarter.
Yeah, this quarter
Just
is fun.
this is going to be chaos. I
Walk
love it.
us walk us through Fritz's path
Me?
or Vic,
Okay.
whoever's got it up.
Yeah, I
I
got
got
it
it up. I got
up.
it up.
Okay, go
Okay,
for it.
Sonigo in round two, then Chapo, Sonigo, Chapo, and then probably Ben Shelton in the fourth round. And then his quarterfinal would be against Demon or Rublev. So he's got to beat Chapo, Shelton, and then Demon or Rublev.
Dang, I think he does it.
I don't know. My eyes drawn to Demonor here. Um, and Hubie Hurkacz has been having a terrible year, but this could be the place where he turns it around. I think he made the semis last year in Miami.
Huge serve, but huge vagina. Jesus.
Just way too passive in the
Is
point. He's just
big
way too
vagina
passive in the point.
bad or good?
Yeah, when you're a dude, it's bad.
I'm with Chris on
Um,
this one.
all right, fair enough. Yeah, I kind of like Demon here. I'll think about placing a futures on him though. I just again think this quarter is going to be chaos in a good way for the viewers. So Gil
Q3.
Gross would call it the popcorn match, or I'll call it the popcorn quarter.
Yeah, fuck that guy. We're number
Big
one.
serve.
We're number
Anyone
one, you
anyone
globalist
respected in the
pig.
tennis community that's not us, fuck you.
Fuck
Hey, Gil
you.
Gross.
Clip it and ship it.
Clip it. Fuck you.
Hey, Gil Gross, go fuck yourself. All
Hey,
right.
match point bets. I just learned that you were actually a kid. I'm so sorry for all that stuff I said.
Stop talking to kids on the
All
internet,
right.
Chris.
Third quarter winner. Third quarter winner. Joker plus 200. Medvedev 300. TT Pass 500. FAA 7. Lehechka 9. Monfi 14. Korda 16. Musetti 16. Michelson 18. Mahedvejic 2200. Chris, who you like?
None of them.
None of them.
Not a single one.
What the fuck, dude? You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Futures aren't my thing.
All right, Ben, who do you like?
Neither are 10-unit max plays on the qualifiers. Um, again, I'm partial to Jiri here. I just think that he can really make a run. This seems like a good opportunity for him. This bottom half of the quarter, dude, I think there's going to be just mayhem again. I could see Michelson taking down Djokovic, and if he doesn't, FAA. Yeah.
Dude, I saw that Michelson matchup too. That Michelson Joker matchup. I'm betting that for sure. I'm definitely betting Michelson on that.
I
What
don't
kind
I
of
have
don't know.
odds do you
Mickelson or
think he'll
Mickelson,
get?
but
What's that?
What kind of odds do you think he'll get?
I don't know. What do you think? Like probably plus 250, right? He's got to be
that's
up there.
that's what I would guess around there. Yeah.
I'd take that all day.
Um, I don't know
Um,
if they've ever played each other before, but yeah, like
Boys, I
250
got
is
it.
about like what, 1 in 3? No, not less than that. Like one in
Let's go
four.
to Q4.
God, fuck you, Chris. You're honestly the worst fucking member of this podcast today.
Just today, I thought I was the
Wait,
worst
I
You
didn't do
every
leave
my
day.
pick
halfway
yet,
through,
bitch.
you're rushing us through the rest of the show.
I didn't
Stop
do
being
my
a
pick.
scumbag. Save it for your family.
Yeah, seriously, dude. Yo, give me TT Pass. I know it's
Wow.
a fucking flyer. Give me the Greek man plus
Okay.
500 with the new racket, the new backhand. I think he's gonna be having a good time. I think he's gonna have a good time down in Miami with Paula Badosa.
It's all about the extracurriculars, huh? About what goes on in Miami and how
Oh,
successful
100%.
you are.
I'm kind of worried. Bublik has an 11 a.m. match tomorrow, and it's a concern of mine that he's a late
He's gonna go to
riser.
bed. He's gonna go to bed at 9:45.
Yeah,
He
like,
he's
dude,
playing a scrapper too. You said he's
he's
playing
got
Baez, right?
Baez. He's got Baez.
Play
You
rat.
can't you can't be asleep playing him.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go TT Pass. Ben, you got anybody here?
I'm Jerry, but I'm
Jerry?
probably not
Okay.
going to place a quarters bet on him.
Plus 900. Okay, gotcha. And then we got Q4, Carlos's quarter. Carlos minus 185, Tommy Paul plus 550, Casper Ruud plus 800, Dimitrov 1000, Kachanov 1100, Cerundolo 15, Kekman 22. Bro, this is definitely the weakest quarter. Most top
Yeah.
heavy for sure.
Plus
It's
550. Give me that Tommy Paul.
I think it's only going to be one of the top three guys, right? It's only going to be Carlos Alcaraz, Tommy Paul, or maybe Casper Ruud. I don't see anybody else winning this one.
Um,
Casper Ruud.
wait, how do I see? I mean,
Casper on a fast court. Come on, get out of here, Vic.
Dude, he beat Sinner at fucking Turin last year on a hard court indoor.
That's because Sinner was hurt.
No, he wasn't.
Sinner won this event last year against Dimitrov, and Dimitrov didn't look bad in Indian Wells.
You love
You can't bet
Drizzle.
on that guy.
That's fair.
You can't bet on that guy. He gets hurt way too often. Every other match he withdraws.
I mean, he's having a decent year, but I don't hate as shitty as this whole quarter looks. I mean, it's not terrible odds for him. But man, how unappealing is Alcaraz at minus 185 to win the whole quarter? Jeez, he does have a pretty fucking easy road. Unless Nakashima decides to kick it in gear, then he's not playing anybody until he gets to maybe Dimitrov or
Yeah, I think
Kyrgios.
And
God
I
damn,
love that it's still sunny outside.
it is still
who's
sunny
Kyrgios got in
outside.
round one? Kyrgios has a good round one match.
He's playing Mackenzie McDonald, who's a
I made some
qualifier.
money on him today. He looked pretty good. He looked pretty good.
Then Kyrgios might be in trouble. He's a protected rank guy in this, uh, in Miami.
I don't have a future here. I think it's gonna be one of the top three guys. I think it's gonna be Alcaraz, but I'm not laying minus 185.
Yeah, yeah, I hear
Okay,
you
Tommy
there.
Paul.
plus 550, Chris. We got you. All right, let's look at day one match lines. Anything jumping out to anybody? I'm obviously gonna start with, my number one, King of Kazakhstan, Alexander Bublik, -185 against Sebastian Baez.
Play
Listen,
rack.
Damn, that's a heavy fucking favorite.
dude, he was -160 this morning. I grabbed it this morning when I saw it.
Whoa.
I saw that tweet, and you even called your shot. You were like grabbing this before it moves.
Yeah, I knew it was going to move. Baez hasn't won on hardcourt in 2025. He hasn't won in hardcourt since
Damn.
like the middle of 2024. Like
Play
he's not.
rack.
Yeah, he's not been playing well. I mean, Bublik just made the Phoenix final,
Play
but
puppers.
Bublik he's so fucking frenetic. Like you have no idea. Like it's just you never know who's showing up. Is that a doggy?
That's my puppers. That's Xander boy.
Oh, that's a dog.
Xander, look over here.
Um,
Look over here.
Where's my dog?
You're so brilliant. Him's a good boy, huh?
the odds on.
Stevie.
Hey, have we figured out how to say? I know he's my big mover of the year, and I never figured out how to say his name properly, but Blocks.
That's
Block
your
X.
big mover of the year?
Yeah.
And Vic's cashing in on him? Man, I missed the gravy train. Fuck.
Jake, are you cashing in on
Block
him a
X,
lot?
baby.
Yeah, I took
Is
the
he-
over today, and he fucking just smacked Terrence Atman around with his big old racket.
I don't see a line for that match tomorrow. I don't know on Bovada at least. I don't know why, but I kind of like him over Mutet.
I
Mutet's
was
just
looking at that too. I didn't see a line either on the bookie I use.
Never
I wonder
trust
why.
the Frenchman.
Never trust the Frenchman. That's fair. Until he, comes up and bites you. But let's see.
I'm gonna see if there's any on FanDuel.
Tell me they made Kyrgios a favorite. I'm looking for Kyrgios's line. Man, does Bovada just not have the lines out yet? I see some. Do you see anyone see the Kyrgios match?
No, I don't see it.
Me either. Fuck. I would consider fading Kyrgios depending on what kind of price you can get. If he's a favorite, fade his ass.
100%.
Your boy
McDonald
Ethan Quinn's a favorite.
is he?
Really?
Yep.
Against School Kate.
Against
Wow.
Mr. School
Let
Kate.
me,
Yep.
let me
Here,
see if there's anything
Kyrgios is
interesting.
plus 184.
Okay, so I'm not touching that match.
Mackenzie McDonald minus 230.
He shouldn't be
Damn,
that big a favorite. That's crazy.
that is pretty crazy, but
I might bet on
damn, he's
Curious.
trash.
I might have to bet on Curious at that number.
He's an
I kind of like
announcer.
I kind of like Kovacevic as an underdog against Kecmanovic, but I can't bet it because it's fucking Kecmanovic, and you know how me and
He
him have been
loves
in
the win in the early
2025.
rounds.
That one has already moved 10 points as well. That was plus 160. It's down to plus 150.
Greek
Kovacevic.
Sport at minus 192 is an automatic max play.
Who's he playing?
Echeverry.
Oh, he's minus
That's not
190.
that's not tomorrow.
Yeah, that's Thursday.
Not till Thursday. I'm way deep in this
Still
tournament.
round
Oh my
one.
God.
Still round one. Chris,
What
are you
about
bored?
Mohamed Midojevic minus 192? Love that.
Mohamed Midojevic.
Hamad Muhammad.
I kind
Blocks
of
at plus
like
114.
I like the number for Seyboth Wild against Quentin Hollis.
What do you got it at? I got plus 128.
I've got it at damn, this is so hard to find on here. Plus 135 on Bovada, sorry.
You
Nice.
like Say Both Wild?
Against Hollis, decently enough, yeah. Enough that I think it should be a closer match than that. Especially it sounds like it's moved a little bit.
Yeah. I wasn't sure about that one. I didn't have a read on it. I don't get Flavio was only minus 150 against Nicholas Jari. Jari's been playing like shit lately. I
Dude,
mean,
he's trash this year.
Flavio's been playing bad too, but like minus 150. I feel like Jari is way too much.
Jari does
respect
have a big serve.
So I haven't even been looking at any Thursday matches. Okay, I'm looking at those now. Wait, That match is canceled.
What do you mean it's canceled?
Kaboli and Jari is canceled.
Oh, he already got hurt.
Yeah, Kaboli's playing Tirante. Lucky loser.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
fuck
Jari
me.
is out. He is already hurt. Feelings hurt going home.
That's wild.
Lerner Chien plays Osama Fonseca on Thursday.
Oh, I can't wait for the American to take out the terrorists.
Heavy, heavy
Yeah,
favorite.
I'm
Looks
betting
like
that. I'm
Fonseca
betting
is.
Lerner. You got to bet
Um,
Lerner.
I'll tweet out. Honestly, nothing looks awesome in this round of 128 to me right
Do you
now.
guys want to do a
So
ladder challenge?
I'm down for a ladder challenge. Would we compete against each other or would we combine to build the ladder?
We
Combined to
combined
build
to
a
build the
ladder.
ladder.
Combined to build a
Okay.
ladder.
Okay, I'm down.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's our day one pick?
Does it have to be one pick or should it be like, hey, here's a parlay you can use as the number one rung?
It could be either or.
Either or.
As long as it
I
doubles your
like to
money.
do parlays for the ladder challenges. I don't know. I don't like parlays in general. I'm anti-parlay, but if you guys want to do it, I'll roll the
Two
parlay.
leg max.
2 legs max. Okay, that's fair.
Um, ooh. Well, I can come up with a pick here. I kind of like, let's see. So we should all try and come up with the same thing, right? What do
Yeah,
you
we're
guys
gonna.
like then?
What do you like best? What pick do you like the best tomorrow?
Do you have a line for Comesaña, Chris? Because I
Como
don't
cena,
have one.
como cena.
Let me look. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tell
minus
you guys,
5.
I I really like Zuzu Bergs.
that's not tomorrow.
Oh, you're right. It's Thursday. Fuck, my bad.
Chris, what do you have for him? I didn't hear you.
Minus 225.
Damn, that's steep. I don't like that. Wish I can get some fucking odds on this stupid site, Bovada. I don't know why they don't have all the matches. It's kind of
Just tell me who
bullshit.
you need. I'll call it out.
Dude, I think we should do a
Baez.
two-legger tomorrow. Two-leg parlay. Bublik, Mehedvičić.
Let's do it. Ooh, Goffin.
Bublik
I
and
like
Hamad.
Goffin.
Bublik and Hamad. Two-pick parlay plus 131. You like Goffin, Ben?
Yeah, I don't really like Bublik, but um,
You don't
I
like
don't really
Bublik?
care that much
I like Goffin too.
What'd you say, Ben? What'd you say, Chris?
I like Goffin.
against Vucic.
Okay,
Vukic.
we'll add that. You guys want to do three-leg parlay or you want to lose somebody?
No, drop Bublik.
Drop Bublik? All right, goodbye, Alexander. All right, two-leg parlay plus 161. You think that's a good ladder skip challenge?
Hell yeah! Wait, who's the second leg again? Vukic and
Goffin.
who?
Mehedvičić.
Mihanovic. Gotcha. Playing Rinky with the worst
That's right.
first name on the tour. Yeah, that's fine with me. Numbers look good for Mihanovic.
All right, who's gonna lay it?
I don't care. I can lay it. How much
All
we?
right,
What are we putting? One unit down
for two five
to
dollar.
win 1.6,
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, 1 unit down to 1.6.
or how
No,
do you
put
want to?
ten
Wait, what are
dollars
we
down.
building the ladder to? We didn't establish that.
We'll do $10 to 10,000.
Yeah, 10 to
Wow,
10,000.
10,000. So $10 to win 26. Okay.
10 to 10,000.
We're already
Well,
off to the
$10 to
races,
return
baby.
26. Okay.
Do you guys hear
Done.
that buzzing?
Say that again?
Do you hear any buzzing?
No.
It's fucking
You got your vibrator on.
no, it's these crickets. These fucking
Um,
crickets are coming back.
all right, we're devolving into just mindlessness now. Any final words before we wrap it up? Either of you.
UNC versus San Diego State just tipped off.
All right. Let's see how it goes.
Listen,
Oh boy.
it's the 6-year anniversary of the day Jorge Masvidal gave uh Leon Edwards a three-piece and a soda. So I just want everyone to remember that. Three-piece and a soda,
You remember
baby.
when he fought on the Kimbo Slice video?
I do not remember it, but I have seen it. I wasn't watching back in those
Sick, bro.
the
All right,
back.
boys, I'm out of here.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us for season 2, episode 8 of the Gambling Racket. This has been Chris, Victor, and Ben talking through the second half of the Sunset Double down in Miami. Let us know what you think, what your picks are, and make sure you engage with the tweets at Faulty Picks and at Young Busey. As we post our picks, let us know if you're winning money or if you think we're idiots. Just
Yeah, Ben, text me your picks.
Climb the ladder.
Yeah, climb the ladder.
Climb the ladder, fellas. All right. Well, we'll see you next time for episode 9 as we move away from America and head back to Europe. In the meantime, get ready for clay season, boys. Build those bankrolls. This has been the Gambling Racket.
All right. That was